Hello everyone. Hello, my name is Christine and welcome to the City of Joondalup Toddler Time Online. Parents, today we're going to look at vocabulary. Books have different words to what we hear in everyday conversation. Your child is exposed to new and unusual words when you read books to them. By reading a variety of books to your child, you're developing their vocabulary and preparing them to learn to read. Now kids, today we've got a great book and a fun activity and some nice songs and rhymes about boats. Do you all like boats? I like boats. I even like being in boats, just not out in the deep sea. All right, now what's our first song? You ready? The welcome song? It's toddler time, sun's shining, it's time for some fun. It's toddler time, sun's shining, welcome everyone. Yay, welcome, hello, welcome to toddler time. Now, our first song, you know this one of my favourites, you ready? Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Now can we try that one again really fast? You ready? Ready, really fast. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Well done, everyone. You all did so well doing that fast. Now, can we do another one of my favourites? You know this one? Zoom, zoom to the moon. You ready? Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going very soon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Yay! Blast off. Can we do that again? Can we zoom, zoom to the moon again? All right, let's go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going very soon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Yay! Well done, everybody. Now how about our wiggle rhyme? I wiggle my fingers, I wiggle my toes, I wiggle my shoulders, I wiggle my nose. Now all the wiggles are out of me and I'm as quiet as can be. So do you all know what we do after the wiggle rhyme? We do our book. Our book today is called Who Sank the Boat by Pamela Allen. Do you know who sank the boat? Let's see. Let's see if we can figure it out. So we've got some hills, a little house, a jetty out into the water, and a little boat there. And then there's somebody just walking along there. Beside the sea, on Mr. Peffer's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a tiny little mouse. They were good friends, and one warm sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. Do you know who sank the boat? Do you see them walking along there? They're walking along the jetty. Was it the cow who almost fell in when she tilted the boat and caused such a din? Look at her getting in. What do you think? No, it wasn't the cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? You can look, she is tipping it a bit, isn't she, sitting in the boat there? Was it the donkey who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow before it's too late"? See, the cow is sitting at the back of the boat. That's the stern. The donkey is going to get in the front of the boat, and that's called the bow. So what do you reckon? Was it the donkey? No, it wasn't the donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? See how nicely balanced it is now? Was it the pig as fat as butter, who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? Oh no, was it the pig? No, it wasn't the pig as fat as butter. Do you know who sank the boat? That's not looking too good. It's almost underwater. Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so that she could knit? Do you think it's the sheep? She's going to sit on the opposite side from the pig to level the boat. What do you think? No, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. See, they're all in there evenly now. Getting pretty close to sinking though. Do you know who sank the boat? Was it the little mouse? The last to get in? The lightest of all? Could it be him? Look, he's jumping in. Can you see that? Can you see him there jumping in? Oh dear, was it the mouse? You do know who sank the boat. Look at that. Look at them all in the water and the little mouse on the oar up there. There they go, all walking back, looking very bedraggled, and a little mouse running after them. Poor friends, they all got a bit wet there, didn't they? So, how about they were going to go for a row in the bay? Do you know how to row your boat? Shall we do that one? Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! What about rock your boat? Rock, rock, rock your boat quickly to the shore. If you see a lion, don't forget to roar. Roar! Well done, everyone. Well done. Now, how about, can you make a C with your hand like me? This is the sea, the wavy sea. This is a boat, and this is me. All of the fishes way down below flutter their tails and away they go. Do you want to do that one again? That's a lovely one. This is the sea, the wavy sea. This is a boat, and this is me. All of the fishes way down below flutter their tails and away they go. Well done, everyone. Well done. Now we've got one more about a boat, a lovely poem about an owl and a pussycat in a boat. Do you know that one? The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a £5 note. The owl looked up to the stars above and he sang to a small guitar. Oh lovely pussy, oh pussy my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, you are. What a beautiful pussy you are. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a lovely one? Now how about we look at some different boats. I've got some lovely pictures of boats here. These are two different boats. This one you can see is open. This one, see how it's closed over the legs? These are both boats that you could see on our river, and in fact these ones I see when I take my dogs to the dog beach down here. This is called a canoe and this is a kayak. Sometimes I've even seen people with their dogs sitting on the kayak. So a canoe and a kayak. You can see both of those around Perth. This is a fabulous picture. This picture would be about 100 years old, And this is a canoe. Canoes can be made out of all sorts of things. This is an Australian Aboriginal man, and he's made his canoe from bark. He's very carefully peeled bark from a tree, and he's made a little canoe with it, and he can push himself around on the water. Isn't that clever? Now this boat, this is like the boat in our book. You will see these boats definitely on the Swan River. They often have oars at the side or a little motor at the back. And this kind of boat is called a dinghy. Can you say that? It's a funny word, a dinghy. Now, they often have oars and they often have little motors. But this is a cool picture, and I've seen this on the Swan River. This is just a little boat like a dinghy, but it's got a sail. And so when the wind catches the sail, it will go really, really fast, and they race them. You can see there's some more there. They're racing. But look what happens. It starts to tip because of the wind. So see how they're leaning out the side? I've seen them doing that on the Swan River, on little dinghies with sails when they're racing. They make sure it doesn't tip over by leaning right out the side. Now this boat, this is one of my favourite words for a boat. This is called a catamaran. I think because it has the word cat in it, I always liked it. I like cats. But this boat is a catamaran. It has two hulls. The hull is the bottom of the boat, the bit that goes into the water. So you can see one hull, two hull. That's a catamaran. This one would have sails, and it would also have a motor, but you can get them when they're smaller just with sails, and they'll race them like they did with that dinghy. Now here's another one that you would see off our ocean. If you're driving along the coast and you look out and you can see ships in the distance, they're big, enormous ships like this with lots and lots of boxes full of stuff. It's called a freighter or a cargo ship. They're huge. Sometimes you can see them if you go down to Fremantle. They come in to get unloaded or to get stuff loaded on. Now this one, this is another really big boat. This is a yacht. Now this yacht has a motor and it is huge. You see all the rows of lights, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then those little holes there? Each row of lights is like a story on a house. You know when you see a 2-story house? So this would be like a 5-story boat. And I hope you can see it. That little thing there under my finger is a helicopter. This boat is big enough to land a helicopter on. Now this one is also a yacht. You can see it's a lot smaller and it's only got sails, and because of the way the sails are, this yacht is called a sloop. That's a funny word, that one, sloop. Now this is a type of boat that you can see on the Swan River. If you're going over any of the bridges on the Swan River, you can often see boats doing this. It's a speedboat. It's got a little motor there, and you can see the fronts coming out of the water because it's going so fast. Very, very fast. As fast as cars, those ones go. Okay, now we'll look at some very old boats. This boat, these have been around for hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years. You see them all through Asia. They'll have sails like this, but I think you can get small ones with oars, and they probably have motors on them now too. And this boat is called, wait for it, a junk. It's not rubbish junk, it's a boat junk. Isn't it cool? I love the shape of the sails on a junk. Okay, now this boat. This is pretty impressive. That is a very big boat. You look at all the sails it's got all over. This boat, a sailing ship, and it's called a schooner. Now this schooner is modelled on one that was called the Endracht, that came to Western Australia from Europe 400 years ago. One of the first European boats to come to Australia looked like this schooner. And the last one I've got. Have any of you seen How to Train Your Dragons? Do you know Vikings? Now, Vikings aren't around anymore, and their boats aren't around anymore. But like 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, a sail, some oars, very long, and carvings at each end. And this was called a Viking Longboat. Very obvious, that one. It's so long, it's called a longboat. How's that? All right, everyone, that was pretty good. How about we saw some interesting boats? Now we can do Twinkle, Twinkle, yeah? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now we're almost done, but before we go, I've got a great idea for something that you guys can do at home. You'll need some help from Mum and Dad. Look at this. This is a milk carton. This was a big 3-litre milk carton, and I cut out all of that. You need Mum or Dad definitely have to do that bit. If you do a 2-litre milk carton, you just cut this bit out. And if you've got a cardboard milk carton, that will still work. You just cut one strip out. Then, the bit I cut out, I made a sail from, and a little mast, and I've just sticky taped it on. I've put some blue tack in each corner here, and that is ballast. Ballast is what helps stop a boat from tipping over. And then you can put this in the bath. I've got Daphne Duck. If I pop her in there, and I get William Whale Shark, and I pop him in, how's that? They can go for a sail in a boat. Maybe you can give that a go today. Would that be fun, do you reckon? And you can keep that in your bath. That will last for ages in the bath and be good fun. Well, almost done now. I hope we see you again soon. And now it's time for our goodbye song. Okay? Now our time is done. We've had a lot of fun. We've sung a lot of rhymes and songs. Goodbye to everyone. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Bye.